Here's my new Lincoln Town Car. I got this at an auction today for $260. It's an '89 Lincoln. The amazing thing about this is that the body appears to be in almost perfect condition. This parking light lens is missing, but it is actually inside the car. I'll take a look at it from the side here. It does have a flat tire. I had the tow truck man bring it home for me. It does have a spare, but I couldn't find the tire wrench anywhere in the trunk. So I have to, and I can't find the wrench in the other Grand Marquis either. So I'm going to have to get a tire wrench before I can see if the car will actually drive. But the engine does run fairly well. Here's the back. So hopefully the transmission will still be good too. Just have to put that tire on before I can really test it. And it's got a problem with the vacuum brake booster. I think it's got a vacuum leak. I think the diaphragm may be ruptured in it, because when you step on the brakes, the engine tries to die. So I think there's a bad vacuum booster in there. And take a look inside of it now. And this vinyl top is weathered. Unfortunately, things that set out on the Texas side, the top ends up getting damaged. And the one on my '90 Grand Marquis also, it's got some of that damage. On the '78, I just went ahead and took all the old vinyl off. This door panel is coming off. I'll have to figure out how to put that back on. And the seat is a little bit high. I've tried to adjust it down as far as I could, but that's as far as it'll go. So I want to see if it'll go down anymore. Let me get in here. It's a little bit of a tight fit because the seat ends up being so high. Here's the control panel. Oil pressure warning light doesn't work for some reason. So hopefully this doesn't have an oil pressure problem. It sounds good. It sounds, there's no knocking or ticking or anything when it starts up. So hopefully that'll be okay. It's got temperature and fuel gauges, speedometer with trip odometer, and analog clock. I think I may have disconnected the battery lead, so I have to put it back on to show some of these features. The latch on the glove compartment is missing for some reason. I'm not sure why. But it's got an aftermarket radio, which does work, but I think I may try to find the original radio for it. I just like things to be just like they were from the factory. But this radio actually does work. I may end up taking, if I can find an original, I may use this one in one of the buses. And there's all these relays and stuff in here. Just tons of relays, time delay relays. There's even this component here which uses tubes. I saw that and I thought, oh, that's pretty neat that all this stuff was left in here. But let me go. I'm gonna go ahead and open the lid. I'll put the key in here. We'll open up the hood, and then I can put the battery terminal back on. Here's the engine. It looks in pretty good shape. The belt is still on the air conditioning compressor, so maybe that even works. I tried the heater blower motor and it wouldn't come on. There's been some kind of hack job repairs done on it, just in a few places. Kind of a bad splice job on the alternator hookup there. And the ignition, or the starter part of the ignition switch doesn't work. I'm going to have to hot shot it here with a alligator clip lead to get it to start. So I think all these little problems probably combined to someone wanting to get rid of this car, but As far as I can tell, the problems are pretty minor. We'll just hope. We'll have to give it some more thorough testing when we get the spare tire on. But sometimes people just get rid of things for problems they think may be major, but in actuality are actually pretty simple to fix. So let's put the battery lead on now. For some reason, the lights are flashing, and I've got the hazard switch in the off position. I'm not sure. I thought maybe this was a warning that the doors were open, or I'm not sure what this is indicating here. So I've got the key in it. Let's see what we get here. And try out the radio. Put it in auxiliary or accessories. Seems like it's got some electrical gremlins in it. I think this ignition switch is just kind of messed up overall. Now the oil warning light doesn't come on. It may be just a bad sending unit. I'm going to try and demonstrate the radio here. Here we go. Yeah, let's try. I'll try. There's a station. It sounds pretty decent. Sing along as the choir sways every verse of Amazing Grace, and then we shake the. Okay, now I'm going to put it in the on position, and we'll go out and start up the engine. You just have to use this little wire lead here to do it. So let's see, I don't know if I might have to try setting the camera right down here, and we'll try getting the engine started here. Not sure why it took off like that right at the first starting. Sounds not too bad. I think we may have some vacuum leak issues there that's need to do a little more troubleshooting on it, but overall I think it's in pretty decent shape. Let me just step on the accelerator here. Yeah, and it accelerates. So I guess that's about it for now. I can kind of take my time getting this one repaired because I've got other cars I can drive. I don't absolutely need it to be all running right now. But it should be a roadworthy car once I get done with it here. I think we've got vacuum leaks because I'm having to keep my foot on the accelerator pedal. As long as I keep my foot on the accelerator, it runs pretty smooth. It's got auto lamp. Horn works. So there's the 1989 Lincoln just for a first